Hello and welcome back to the channel. We're here with another episode of Castlevania, episode 2. Last time in Castlevania, reintroduction, we're catching up with all our characters. We picked up immediately after the events of season 3, and we followed Trevor and Sypha and their adventures from town to town, discovering that despite stopping Dracula's resurrection in season 3, that there are several different entities at hand trying to bring him back to life. So there are several questions surrounding that. Why humans or vampires would actually want him to come back? But I'm curious to find out more about that this season. We finally got back to see Alucard. He's recovering. He's recovering from his dark moment in season 3. He's coming back. Someone showed up on horseback. Well, not alive. To request his aid because their town is being attacked by night creatures. So I think he's going to do it. I think he very much needs this to sort of renew his hope, his faith in humanity after the last betrayal. But in general, he needs to understand how the world works. I think sometimes we forget that Alucard aged pretty quickly, and he's actually very young. He's experiencing a lot of things in a short space of time. And so he needs some time to actually understand all of that, all the complexities of the world, and so I'm hoping we'll get that for him this season. Of course, we also met Varney, vampire coxman of Europe. That's his title, King Vampire Coxman of all Europe, Nightmare of London. A very interesting character, so I'm interested to see what role he plays this season. They highlighted him for a reason, so I imagine he will have a huge part to play in this in resurrecting Dracula. He did say he was a staunch, loyal follower of Dracula, and he came to the town with the purpose of capturing the town to give to Dracula as a gift. And his plans got derailed, but he's here. I guess he's trying to bring Dracula back so he can show him that why. I mean, just take Dracula's seat, just take over. But I guess he doesn't want to do that. He wants to bring Dracula back. So we'll see. We didn't get much or any at all of Isaac or Hector or Lenore or Carmilla. So hopefully we'll catch up with those characters this episode. So let's get into it. Hector. Walking around freely. Is not bound. That means I guess the chains aren't even necessary anymore. I forget he can't go far from Lenore. For the entirety of season 1, I was hoping that Hector had some huge master plan to get revenge on these vampires, but he seems to have become their bitch. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but he has disappointed me. Maybe there's still some hope. I mean, there is nothing stopping him from raising his entire army and just using them to turn against Lenore and Carmilla and kill them all. But it's not looking great. Eavesdropping. No? What's he planning? Is this his plan or is this Lenore's plan? Whatever this is. I want to have faith in him, but he's been such a disappointment.
Tell Varney there is definitely evidence of a transmission mirror in the possession of the court at Targavishta. I'm working to track down more information.
He knows Varney.
From Carmilla's private stock. Now, show me the map of hell you told me about. Or I'll tell her what you've been doing with her shoes.
So he wants to bring Dracula back? I know Carmilla doesn't want that. Are they giving me hope that there's some redemption for Hector? I don't want to believe it.
Morning.
I've been disappointed so many times.
You broke it. Carmilla is drawing maps. It seems the time when diplomacy was required for anything has passed.
Which makes you a thing of the past, and that is bothering you.
Us, she
I'm a
says.
child of war.
He won't live that long.
I was born in a castle like... I'd seen enough war before I was 5 years old, and life didn't get better after that.
Well, you are a diplomat.
Oh, well, none of this will matter if you don't make that bloody hammer. Why can't you just wave your fingers like a wizard to raise the dead?
Look, I am a forge master. I didn't invent the name, all right? That's just what they call us. And the magic has to be focused through an instrument, like breath being pushed through.
1,000 bloody hammers around here.
No, it's got to be special.
Your special hammer. Like a flute with no holes.
Right.
For fingering.
Would you stop?
So when you blow it, nothing comes out.
Good God.
It's getting very cross.
Oh dear.
Oh.
So sad. Never mind.
He's supposed to be building her an army, but he hasn't yet.
You supposedly been making your magic hammer for weeks.
So is he delaying because he wants to bring Dracula back?
We all use different things. Isaac used a knife. A hammer works better for me.
Well, make it work faster. If Carmela loses her temper, I won't be able to stand in front of you.
And what? She kills him and she gets nothing.
Thank you. I'm working on it.
You know what I'm going to say.
Work faster.
Yeah.
So is he deliberately delaying creating the night creatures?
He's stalling. He's too simple for that.
No.
No?
No. There's a deviousness.
Well, he's been placid and stupid for quite some time.
Just warning you.
Please, would Dracula have kept him around in his own castle if he were that dangerous?
I would have liked that castle.
I mean, it's still there. You can try and get it from Alucard. Like blacking out the sky.
Out that you already have a nice castle? Why would you want his?
Because it teleports, for one.
Evil old men.
You could just make new things.
Why would I waste my time?
Because you have time
when
to
I can
spare.
just take whatever I want, and then kill whoever had them.
Yeah. I can't wait for Isaac to come here and decimate them. He did get his mirror portal at the end of season 3 that his entire army could march through.
When you have all that?
Just look at this. Look.
World domination. Yeah, all of them were at Dracula's castle. And they all died there.
That's right. All these regions without direct vampire rule. Just waiting for someone to take control.
How would they follow you, though?
This is the world, Lenore. We
You have to do it by force.
for our own. Wouldn't you want that?
Yeah, that's the other thing that's been perplexing me. They all have one of the rings. So is Carmilla controlling everyone with the ring?
I never thought of anything that big before.
Start.
Answer my question first.
So I'm going to become them now.
We tried not to do more harm. We tried to make a home. And then the wolf people came from the north, and the armies from the west, and every other bastard came. What did the vampire world say? Bloody women, they said. Let them die, they said. So I'm going to take everything from everybody. The world, Lenore.
He's getting greedy.
Will I be happy when I've done that? I don't know. I will have the world I want, Lenore. And that will be enough. Having everything.
Some conflict between her and Lenore. Apparently Lenore doesn't want war. But I'm concerned about the rings that all of them appear to have. Whether Carmilla knows what each of them are actually doing. Or she can compel them. No. I guess hammer's working. Alright, Hector, what are you up to? You can see the moonlight.
Under starlight.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm targeted by bird shit.
Don't ruin it, Trevor.
Really? I can hear something.
Let's hope they're rats. Oh, Vani.
Oh shit.
Let's go. I mean, if Varney was supposed to be one of Dracula's generals, then he's probably very strong.
Fuck me. These bastards again.
Smooth skin.
What, did you want to nip down there and marry them?
I want to wear this.
Yeah, that's not creepy at all. You should probably get out of this place. They're cornered in here.
Sure you don't want me to set fire to things?
I'm thinking it might be an option now.
Oh? Who's this? Where are they? Where's the other whip? Doesn't he have two? Ah. They got one. Come on, Trevor. You should be doing better than these guys. I mean, he's been fighting for weeks, so he's got to be tired. Ah, damn. I thought these were going to be some new characters, but they're getting slaughtered. Oh, a scythe. A foreshadowing. Has to be. Ah, they're all getting slaughtered. Except the one with the daggers. All but one. And who are you?
Zamfir, head guard to the underground.
Zamfir.
The what?
The ruling family of Targovishta survived Dracula's first assault, but later the vampires and night creatures came, and it was safer to move them into the catacombs under the city.
City wasn't all that golden. You guys were pretty shitty, actually.
Following signs of some plot to return Dracula to Earth. Does this mean anything to you?
There's a nest of vampires in the city who wish it. They are trying to find the underground court to ransack its many magical treasures for their cause.
Seems a little too eager.
Save Targovishta,
Gladly.
but not yet. I cannot take you to the court until I am certain I can trust you.
I don't trust you either, man.
Oh, shit.
Well,
Okay.
she was interesting.
She was.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
Oh, I know you're not doing it.
Absolutely not.
It's just relieving them of a few things. What are
And
those?
I've seen enough glowing rocks for a while. They lead to trouble.
Quite right, too.
Okay.
Might invite trouble.
Highlighted that gem. Also the dagger that he picked up last episode. Alright, episode 2 of Castlevania. Yeah, we finally caught up with Hector, Lenore, Carmilla. Very, very, very interesting. I wonder what's happening behind the scenes. I want to have hope that Hector has some grand plan in mind, but I held on to that for all of season 3, and he disappointed me in the end by falling for Lenore's act. So I'm cautious as to whether I want to get on board the Hector train now. But he does appear to be doing something behind their backs. He's planting these devices, these stones around the castle. He's deliberately delaying building Carmilla's army, and he's been talking to Varney, who wants to bring Dracula back from the dead. So is Hector trying to bring Dracula back? I can see him wanting to do that to redeem himself. Still don't know if I trust him, but maybe we'll see. I imagine when Hector gets here, when Isaac gets here, he's just gonna kill him. I don't know that he's gonna be like, yeah, I forgive you. Sure, let's work together. Perhaps I think Isaac has probably been building up his army. I know he had the mirror last season, that was large enough for him to march his forces through, but he lost quite a bit of those creatures in the attack that he did. So he probably needed to replenish his army. So that's taking him a bit of time. But when he finally gets here, I don't see him leaving Hector alive. So it's just a matter of whether he will kill Hector before Hector revives Dracula. Or will he get here and Hector will see, I have a way to bring Dracula back. Let's work together, and Isaac will say, okay. I don't know. Considering where we left Hector last season, I did suggest that perhaps he may be an antagonist to Dracula, which is odd, and may not. It's a bit far-fetched, given how devout he was to Dracula. But following his conversations with Captain in season 3, if he decides that he wants to start his own story as a conqueror, I do wonder whether he will prevent Hector from bringing Dracula back and decide, okay, I will now rule, and that's what it's going to be going forward. So I'm curious to know what the reunion between those two will actually look like, and that's what I'm waiting for. Carmilla is definitely upped her game. She wants world domination now. She wants to become those people who she hated before, those old powerful old men before. So she wants to become a powerful old woman. Yeah, so she doesn't see the irony in it, but Lenore is not for war. I wonder whether Lenore will side with Hector, but I don't see her willingly killing her sisters. And I am still wondering about the rings that they all wear, whether Carmilla somehow can compel them, and she may be aware of what their actions are without them even realizing it. So I'm curious to know about that. Of course, at the very end here, we caught up with Stefan and Trevor, and they're being monitored by Varney. So surely Hector must know that I know about Cypher and Alucard by now, that they're still alive and that they're still thwarting his plans. If that is his plan. But they seem to have found a companion. I've already forgotten her name, but I thought it would have been one of the characters from the Castlevania games that we haven't seen yet. But I don't think so. That name doesn't sound familiar, so perhaps not. But at the very least, they will get some aid in their attempt to stop Dracula from being resurrected. Alright, guys, be sure to post down below, let me know what your thoughts are on this episode. Remember to hit like and subscribe, and I will see you for the next one.